Yeah, I don't know where this. Our seating preference is gonna be based on. Mm, that's the
Hello,
thing.
Birdman.
Yeah, I'll sit across this way.
I lean forward on my arm and leer toward him.
I started like, no.
I stick out my forked tongue.
No, please.
I'd like gently like put my fist up.
Don't hurt me.
Not worth the the plot.
Thickens.
The plot, it arrives. But anyways, as you are all sitting there and talking, there is a bit of a creaking sound as another door opens, followed by a very raspy cough. A man covered in ragged robes and a lot of bandages walks out from one of the rooms and into the main hall. I see you've all came. Wonderful.
It's not like we were given much of a choice, to be honest.
Of course not. Get out of my chair.
I figured as much.
You knew you
Alright,
didn't
then.
belong there.
I belong where I wish to belong.
I wish to belong here instead.
Just go anyways. He looks over to you, Joran. Have a seat if you would like. Or stand, it doesn't matter to me. Anyways. Let me explain why you've suddenly arrived in my wonderful dimension. AKA, let me explain plot to you. Anyways, he pushes the book forward to the table for the rest of you to look at as well. Which would be the map itself. Whenever I change it back.
Fuck.
Press Alt.
Yay!
Thank you.
If you,
I'm out of trouble. Hang on.
hang on, I got you. There you go. He pushes the book forward. The land you're in is quite different than where you've come from. Think of it as an island floating through space, if you would. Except it's its own little world, if you want. Nonetheless, it's not where you came from, and it's not where you would be welcome again if you were to show up uninvited. But a while ago, there was an event that happened, and I've been sending adventuring squads to investigate certain problems that have arisen in my world. And of course, you're the newest one of them all. Not of death or inheriting the positions, but simply you are investigating a different anomaly, if you would.
And what is
Any
this
question?
anomaly?
Simply put, the entire anomaly is half of the world is being drained of life by something. It's not a lich. It's not a dragon. I don't know what it is. That's why you're here.
Do we have evidence if it is any particular undead?
Not of the undead sort of... Not the undead sort of magic.
So,
I should know.
I'm sure this job pays.
Of course. As he holds his hand up, and as he does that, there's a small little bit of gray smoke that comes from his fingers, and as he does this, hang on, I have to remember your name. Teldaris. As the smoke dissipates, your memories start to change slightly, as instead of being the 6th you're now the fourth.
Oh.
And again, the smoke reappears, and your memories change back to what they were before. I can rewrite time itself. I can change anything you want.
Could you bring me back to my...
You have to do this first.
I mean, I guess this is worth being brought down on a sinking ship.
So, is there any questions before I have the cook bring in the food?
So, what happens if we refuse to assist you?
Simply put, you'll be erased. Well,
Fair enough.
from this world, anyways. You'll be sent back to your circumstances that you were pulled from beforehand. And he kind of leans in a little bit closer to you, Jurin. Now, you wouldn't want that, would you, though?
No, I suppose not.
Anyways. Is there any other questions before we continue?
I shake my head.
Nope.
Can I know the name of the person I'm about to eat? I'd like to get to know my food.
Hang on, goddammit.
His name is Kyler.
Oh no!
What a disaster.
Yeah, let's go with that. We'll roll with that one.
Oh my
Anyways.
god. Why can't he be called Bob? God damn it.
People eater.
He's a two-eyed, two-horned.
I was gonna ask if he had any set of thieves tools, but yeah. Yeah, I will
So,
message him.
for real, is there any other questions that any of you need?
Yes.
to
Yeah,
answer so far?
I will message him. Do you have any particular set of thieves tools or alchemy tools I could perhaps use?
He looks at you. Alchemy table is in the next room, and he waves over in the direction of the assistant. And there is another door, and there was one that you passed on the way in.
Ah, okay. Well, which one is that, sorry?
And
Arrow
I'll
point.
reveal the area real quick.
Oh, all good. And how about any particular thieves' tools so we do not fall for petty traps?
Tools. I can have some things brought into your rooms, as it is still to be completely decorated the way that you would like. Everything in that
Very well, then.
in that little bunk is up to you. I'll acquire, and he looks over towards the assistant, someone who can manage inventory pretty well.
Very well. As
Hello?
long as I know if we're going to be walking into traps or otherwise.
Alright. With that, he snaps his fingers, and as he snaps his fingers, it's a very muffled snap, but still somehow carries a lot of weight as the cook does walk in a few minutes later. You called? Bring in the food, please. The cook simply steps forward and reaches into this small-ish leather pouch. As he steps forward, he throws this very fine dust over the table as a very wide assortment of foods appear. Ones that you hadn't even had access to in the kitchens itself. A majority of the meats have been cooked, salted, prepared, and everything. He looks over at He looks over at
Castle.
Kessel. He looks over at Kessel and takes out another pinch and throws it off over to the side as a very plump pig appears. And he looks towards you, Taldaris, and he walks forward, takes another pinch of dust, and sprinkles it in front of you as a plate of organs appears in front of you.
Oh, wonderful. Also, could I have a live pig or live chicken as well?
He steps back as he takes some more dust and throws more dust, and a decent-sized chicken appears next to the pig.
I'm just gonna move.
You don't wish to sit by me?
No.
I'll pass on that.
And as you're all eating, he does speak up again. The first, I do have a nice little pre-ordained part that I must ask you to do. There's a town called, what was it again? Blackthorn, that's right. It holds a temple of the blood god.
Temple. Temple, I see. Naruhodo.
Along the way, you'll come across an extra path towards a camp. Kalasai, I believe that Kessel. Fuck off, alright? Look.
Okay, extra path.
Anyways, Kessel, along the way, you would probably find interest in these people, as there are some lizards that have appeared in a camp. Could be some use or some form of anything to you. It'll be a bit out of the way, but if you were to divert your attention there, you could technically get there within about a day. Same thing with Blackthorn.
Okay, do you have any traveling supplies for us or something like that?
Everything that's in your pockets is what you'll be taking with you. You can acquire other things along the way.
What, you can't hunt for yourself?
I've
I
never
will
had
be-
any need to.
I will be hunting for tools to keep us alive. Then I said this to Kessel. Nobody else hears this. I keep forgetting that. Whoops. Life is hard when your throat is destroyed.
I come up to Soot from behind, blood all over me from having eaten the pig and no one was paying attention. What is this rock?
Friend.
Friend?
Pet. Can't feed animals.
I pick
So
it up
rock
and hold
friend.
it up over him.
I'm
I
sure
send
you
a,
want to do that.
I send a
Yes.
message to Kessel. It
Give
could
back.
possibly be an enchanted rock. Watch out.
I picked up the rock.
Give back.
Oh no! You guys are so bullies! Y'all are bullies!
This fits my character trait, unfortunately, so...
Well, I'm gonna punch you in the face. How about that?
Oh!
The 16 hit?
Oh
What the
no!
hell did I just miss?
Oh,
no,
no.
16 doesn't hit, and also Halo of Spores.
Oh no.
Why would you do this?
As this breaks out, you two do have there is a small bubble that appears around both of you after both of these have already been done. As it's a cloudy gray bubble. As you look over, the master is simply holding up his hands. Enough.
Oh wait, I need a con saving throw.
Oh, okay, I guess.
I mean, I need that if you fail. No, you passed, so you're good. You didn't feel anything, nothing happened,
Yeah.
as far as you're
Um,
concerned.
George just shakes his head like, I can't say anything. I'll just shake my head.
The master flicks a finger, and the rock disappears from Kessel's hands into Suits.
Okay. Gotta put it back in my bag, giving you just a scowl.
We were just having a nice show with the dinner. Why did you have to put it into it?
I don't like it when my investments hurt each other.
You call this an investment?
Yes,
I look down on the Kenku.
I do. As, again, I do see not only the past, but the future as well. And I can see all of your futures end in glorious fashions. Anyways, as I was saying, when you get to the temple, you need to go in as some offering help to clear out a infestation. The main reason you're going there is they have a friend of mine trapped. I want him out. He will understand a lot more about the situations. So, that's what you're doing. You're going in, and you're getting the crypt open, and then you're coming back.
Crypt exclamation mark pops up. Not really. I'm just, I raise my head and I'm like, what particular undead is in this crypt? Or do we have to face any of them at all?
Not an undead, no. It's a imprisoned god, if you would. They're holding him there. I want him out.
Fine.
Now tell me, how are we supposed to break out a god?
Open the box that's containing him.
Not much of a god if he can't get out of a box now, is it?
Well,
Anything's box.
he looks over at you, Jirok. Some of us know that certain things can be warded off with runes. And these runes seem to hold him pretty well. I can't get close because I can't find it. It's in the temple somewhere. But he looks down a bit and then looks back up. Stand out. If I were to go there and ask to see his crypt, I would be cut down at the gates.
So this
Not that it
Temple of
wouldn't.
Blood, are they cultists, or they... What are they?
Our gods are quite different from yours. We have one for blood, we have one for warriors, we have one for mothers, we have one for every single thing that you can think of. We have one to help us pass our fucking bowel movements. It's pathetic, really.
Trip downstairs?
What did you
What?
say?
God of tripping downstairs?
I think maybe. I think that would be the god of agility. But that doesn't matter. Anyways, my point is, this one is of importance to me, as this is one that I have deals with. I need to talk to him. Assistant, give them the totem. He walks forward and holds out a rather plain-looking stone carving of just a key. This will allow you to get back to us. There is, whenever you go to walk out the pathway, make sure all of you are ready beforehand, because you will not be able to get back out without this key. When you get out, you'll be dropped into a random grove. Remember the location of this grove, because this will be where you will get back here. It will have an ironwood tree very similar to the one that's in our garden. one of the few left standing, might I add. My point is, whenever you walk to the tree, simply take the stone, take the key, stick it closer to the tree, and turn. Doesn't matter which direction, doesn't matter how hard. You turn it, a door will appear inside the ironwood. Then you can simply walk back in.
Oh, that's
He-
rather interesting.
So yeah,
the
he
ironwood
continuously...
is- Oh, sorry.
No, he simply just holds the key out.
Well, if no one else wishes to take it, I go to grab it.
Okay, you grab the key. With that, whenever you're done eating, you can simply find your way out. You can take one of the paths, or you can stick it to the ironwood tree. It doesn't matter. I will be here if you need me. The master stands up without a word, walks back to the hallway, and back into his room. The chef walks back over to the kitchen, and you are left in the suspenseful eyes of the gems, and with just the presence of the assistant.
Now that I've eaten, I would just start carving my personal little totems that are like little... I don't know what shape they should be. I'm gonna make them look like little paws, like lizard folk paws. Wooden totems. Just carving.
I continue to very calmly eat the organs with a knife and fork.
I'm just still scarfing down the food. Probably way too quickly.
And then I suppose we finish up.
Guess so.
Yay! I finished eating. Yeah.
Well, since we're going to be on the road for a bit, I'm going to go raid the kitchen before you leave.
Oh, I don't okay, hang on, Mr. DM. I don't suppose they're gonna have any tools here aside from the alchemy kit, right? Oh boy.
No, not at the moment.
Ah, shit.
I'm gonna have to drop. I will drop the shopkeeper who I was supposed to drop in a couple days ago. I'll drop him in after this session.
All good. I was just checking.
Actually, where?
I was just thinking of making more arrows. That was about it. Feels bad with me. Yeah, no, actually, that was it.
There we go. I added him in.
Oh, very nice. Where is he? Oh, there, he's a fat bastard. Look at him. All right, I'm going up there.
As you walk in, again, as you walk in, there's this man, very large and plump in size. On his back, a staff at his side, and he seems to be, again, unconscious.
Unconscious?
That's a very big man.
That is literally the size of an ogre. I will send a message, Ketchup. Hello, I'd like to request a purchase.
No response.
I poke him.
Asleep. You poke him.
As you poke him, there's almost like a rippling effect that goes through, and you do hear a bit of muffled.
I look at his face. How does his sin taste?
Oh my god.
Very greedy.
Ooh.
I do not like this. You've scared me.
That's probably for the best. As I look at you, there's flames coming from my eyes.
You're gonna eat the shopkeeper.
I mean, he does taste well seasoned.
What the hell?
I don't know.
Fire.
I told you Blue's on coke.
But anyways, he does eventually come to with a.
Still looking at his face.
Where am I? What's going on? He bats you away. What the? Get off of me! Fucking demons!
I would like to request a purchase.
What?
I would
New
like
place.
to request a purchase.
Gonna approach. New place. Strange place.
He
Island in space.
he's looking at all of you, very confused. Behind you, you do hear the voice of the assistant. Hi. I probably should have been the first to greet you. I was busy. Look, I'll just summarize this quickly. I know you remember me. The master has called on you to be a personal shopkeeper to these people. A book floats over to him, a very large, heavy, inlaid book. As it floats over, the shopkeeper grabs it. How did you get my business? What is going on? Where am I? And who are you people?
We're
I would
valued
like-
customers.
To request a purchase.
The assistant nods his head over in a direction as there's a small chest that appears. What is this? The assistant looks at it. That is a chest that whenever you reach your hand into it, whatever they request, you will pull out. As well as a price tag on it. Continue to sell them, and you'll be rewarded. If you don't, simply put, you'll be erased. And as that threat lies with everyone here, you are of this world. They are not. They have lives to go back to. You, however, will simply just be erased from time itself. Understood? You can see that the face of as the shopkeeper goes slightly pale, and he just nods his head. Well, if I'm going to sell items, form a nice line, and I will get to each of you individually.
Kapow,
The assistant turns and walks away.
I would like to purchase a thieves' kit.
Okay. He looks down over at the chest, picks it up easily with one hand, opens it, reaches in with his other hand, and pulls out a thieves' kit. There is a small price tag on it that says 5 silver.
I will take it.
Okay. You hand over the 5 silver, he hands over the thieves' tools. This does not seem right. I mean, never mind. If I was in my own stall, I could upcharge this and haggle with you, but apparently that is what I'm doing. I am just going to get... He looks still slightly confused. That is all. He simply looks over to the side. Please step out of line.
I will walk away.
I would like to
Hardcore D&D action. Waiting in line.
Being
Alright,
in
so
the
we're-
DMV, hell yeah, I love it.
All right, so we're just gonna bomb through this real quick because I'm not gonna do this. So
I would like to request a flask of his sweat.
For fuck's sake, cause fucking kill.
He's greedy! I love the taste of greed!
You're fucking greedy. You're disgusting.
he simply hands you a flask. Well, correction, no. He reaches into the thing, pulls out a decent sized coat similar to his, and he just throws his at you and puts on the new one.
Oh, wonderful.
Truly
Out of
for
line,
everything.
creepy fuck. That
May I have leatherworker's tools?
5 silver.
Alright, get a line.
Next,
Disguise kit.
5 silver.
We are the fucking Power Rangers for picking up
Oh,
our
what's that?
morphers.
Calligraphy's tools.
5 silver.
I will hand him a gold. Take them.
Got it. All right. Anyone else want to buy
Wait.
anything?
If no one
Shit,
else
I already had a
something, I
disguise
forgot
kit.
something.
Now we have 2.
Give me the other one. Give me the other one.
Okay, you can have it.
Herbalism kit.
Yep.
Now to horribly spell calligraphy's tools 7 times incorrectly.